Hello, everybody. I'm Ginger Healy with the Attachment and Trauma Network, and we felt like we wanted to reach out to you as teachers and as parents and caretakers during this COVID-19 crisis to give you some tips on dealing with this new online environment that we're dealing with. We wanted to offer some trauma-informed teaching and parenting strategies. It's more important than ever before that we remember that anxiety impacts children's abilities to learn. So the great news is that trauma-informed strategies are really good practice for everyone working with any child. At the Attachment Trauma Network, we teach trauma-informed school strategies from the framework of feel safe, be connected, get regulated, and learn. So here are some tips for parents and teachers in this new virtual learning environment. ATN's Creating Trauma-Sensitive Schools framework presented here was developed by Jen Alexander in conjunction with ATN back in 2016. I'm going to turn the time over to Ilene Pawlak, who will introduce herself and talk about our first subject today, which is feel safe.
Hi, I'm Ilene Pawlak, and I've been teaching for 33 years, and this is new stuff for me, as it is new for all of you. First, I want to say the first thing you need to do is basically validate the effort your kids and your parents are giving you. The effort is more important than the product that you receive at this particular point. You don't really know what your children are experiencing at home. You don't know if the parents are dealing with someone who is ill. We don't know what their computer experience is like, if they have a quiet place to work, none of that. So be tolerant, but validate that they participated and they came. Not to worry so much if they were late or tardy, or that the assignment was partially completed. Effort, validating their effort is most important. Be sure to communicate with the parents and the students. Do both. We've always communicated with parents. Nothing has changed there. And as you know, some parents require daily communication, and some parents, you may only need to check in with them every once a week or so. But simply make sure they know you're there, and make sure that the kids can see you. Being able to see you is important to maintain that feeling of safety. Make your expectations simple and clarify what you need from them. Lastly, for parents particularly, ask if there's anything that they need. They may be afraid to ask. They may not know how to ask. So asking how you're doing, can I help with something? Is there something you need from me? Please ask those questions so we can help each other during this trying time. Also, teachers, be sure to keep instructions and assignments simple. Simple is better. Less is more. Less of quantity, but more integration and more assignments that have a higher level of instructional value is sometimes better. 30 math assignments or math problems may not be as easy, but if you gave them 5 and maybe ask them instead to construct one themselves for someone else to do. Break content into smaller chunks, smaller pieces. Your lesson that you're used to giving may take 3 mini lessons to accomplish. Allow yourself to do that, because that's what these kids need, smaller chunks of lessons rather than one larger lesson. And lastly, be flexible. Accept what you can do, accept what your parents and your children can do. We're all using some new things, online platforms, recognizing your abilities as well as your students' and parents' abilities to find the assignments, to get the assignments, to complete the assignments. All this is new and hard for us all. Remember to celebrate. Celebrate participation, people showing up, giving you their time, giving you the energy. It's not so much if we're right or wrong. It's the fact that they came and did the best that they could. That will help everyone feel safe.
I love that, Ilene. Those are such wise tips and tricks. And from the parenting side, which I am coming from, I just really appreciate the partnership with the teacher. I had a really good conversation with one of my kids' teachers the other night, and she asked me, "How's it going?" And I said, "It's not going good." And I was so embarrassed. And she said, "You're not alone. It's not going good for anybody." And that just validated my feelings and made me feel like, okay, it's okay, So I appreciated that. And she said, "How much did you get done today?" And I said, "One assignment." And she goes, "Then you got one assignment done. Celebrate that." So Ilene touched on that validation is so important. When we create this environment of felt safety, we really want our kids to feel emotionally, physically, cognitively safe. And everything in the world right now really isn't giving them that message. So these kids in the home need that message before they can really learn. And that's why the whole thing that we're talking about today, the feel safe, be connected, get regulated, learn is the last piece. We are starting with feeling safe. We cannot learn till we feel that. And so create that environment by validating their feelings, letting them know it's okay, this is hard. Give them lots of breaks. We have to take breaks in between each assignment. It can be a brain break where we just do something fun and silly and tell jokes. We can run in place. We can do sit-ups and push-ups. We can do whatever we'd like. I really want parents to be giving their kids snacks in between breaks. Protein snacks are very important to keep them going and to keep the hanger away. Lots of breaks for parents. Parents, I want you to know it's okay. You're doing your best. That is all that is asked. Just try. That's good enough. And then we reflect that back to our kids. Just try. Keep going. It's okay. The tone, the volume, and the cadence of your voice is more important than what you are saying. So that is how we create felt safety, is to create that calm in the home so they feel safe under these unsafe circumstances. So don't make promises you can't keep. Give them breaks, validate their feelings. And then lastly, I want to just say to chunk their assignments down. And that is exactly what Ilene said. If my son has a page with 50 problems on it, I cover up 3/4 of that page and say, let's just do this part right here. He can then do that because he gets easily overwhelmed now, easily overstressed, is triggered by everything. So I'm just going to keep it really simple, really easy, and just create that calm, peaceful environment and give myself breaks as a parent too. We can't wait to talk to you about more ways to get connected and regulated and learn in our next segment. Thank you for listening.